This is Excalibur Heavy Battle Cruiser, and today it's time for me to do the Excalibeam build, as suggested by Anuk, or Anuk. I don't really know how to pronounce names. For this, I have no choice but to use draft mode, because I think it's gonna be a bit too painful to get this, like, regularly, even for me. Right then, let's get... First of all, we should definitely build up our survivability. Now that's done, we can get our damage. The main forms of it, at least. Kinetic boost could also be pretty good. Elegant construction is definitely a must. There's efficiency, and there's Aegis. Emergency systems might build up it. As much as I kinda like Discord Orbs, I think we have bigger fish to fry right now. Adaptive Armor, Gemini Protocol, Hull Strength, of course. Guess we could take Conversion Absorption. Get that. Power Reserves is also essential. Oh yeah, Bravado. Rancor is the key part of this build. So that's what we're gonna take. Shield upgrades. That. Alright, next up we need the shield durability mods. Barrier as well. Guess we could take channeling as well. Force shielding is also okay. There's Omni Shield, of course. We don't want Sanctuary though. Alright, where's Discharge? Ah, frick it, we'll take Weaponized Shields first. Okay, so right now this doesn't really feel like the coveted Excalibeam build right now, but don't worry, it's gonna get a lot more powerful than this. And I mean, if you take a lot of damage, it can still kinda become an Excalibeam build. Okay, we have a bunch of Celestials. Need to keep my distance from them. Okay, took some hefty damage from one of them. Here we go. There's volatile shields. Nice. But less nice are these guys showing up. Nevertheless, they are manageable. There's Discharge. Right now, it's just a bit of fluff. Doesn't do much for me. But once I get infused, that's when things change. some destruction on these serpents. Nice. Always love it when a chain reaction like that happens. There it is. Infuse. Now the build actually begins. Yeah, it's gonna get a lot girthier from here on out. Unfortunately, my movement speed is also far from the best. I guess we'll stock up 5 Ataraxia points and only then start upgrading. Let's see if there's anything I want. Actually, there is. Charge shields. Oh yeah, these orbs are a lot larger now. The only other way I break out of my habit of stocking up upgrade points is if something like Maelstrom shows up. Nice work, Comet. You took out like half of its HP. That was very close. Let's see if anything that gives you a lot of levels or is straight up Maelstrom shows up. Unfortunately, nothing like that showed up for me. Oh well. Getting closer and closer. Grabbing the 5 Ataraxia points stocked up and having a bit more survivability. Uh-oh. Glaucus definitely is area denying me from Bulwark. There we go. That works, but barely. What do we have? Still not much. Aha! Something that'll hopefully give me a lot of levels. Get all of them. Bill is very good against smaller crowds, especially these. Nice. Although I did take a fair bit of damage. Let's not make sure I get caught up with those tracer drills. Despite having a bulky body, you are actually a lot more fragile than you think in this build. There we have it. 5 ataraxia points stacked up. Get out of here. Uh-oh. Closing in. One does wonder, how does a Scion cosplayer go up against Star Eater? I have a Mammoth Lance, but Star Eater is scary. Get out of the way. Those bullets do way more damage than you think. What, I'm gonna stop firing for this while. Now I can stop firing and start firing again. Never mind. Don't want to be damaged too much. And this is one of those things you need to learn about Nova Drift. It's okay to stop firing if it ensures their survival. That nearly killed me. Okay, that's a bit sketchy. There we go. It was a bit sketchy, not gonna lie, but we pulled it off. Well, at least we get a reroll from that boss. Unfortunately, it didn't mean much. Nevertheless, Prior 2-0 is a good pick. Let's see what else we have. Essence is also nice. Okay, the student versus the master. Who wins? There it is, Candescence. Don't like Celestials existing. They're scary. And honestly, one of the big dangers of the Star Eater boss fight isn't even the boss itself, but the Celestials and their bombs. It's so hard to see those bombs in front of the star. That works. Uh-oh. Extremely close. He only took out my shield. Honestly, I'm gonna hold up and upgrade for even more upgrade points until the reroll shows up. Because none of those options are particularly appealing. I mean, there's Apotheosis, but that reduces my shield amount even more. Can't take that. Okay, don't want to be burned up by Bulwark. That works. Well, another Bulwark had to show up. Let's back away. Alright, a little common that I really need. Back away. Alright, let's take out Warbringer first. And then DPS rush Scion. Alright, Crucible, let's see how you do against my power. Not very well, it seems. Why did it have to get shielded? Oh, there's one. Ooh. Right, might as well let my swarmlings take care of this. Nice! A reroll. Hopefully it gives you something good. I'm not sure about these upgrades, honestly. Like, Dying Star isn't that bad. But, still, I think I could do better than these. Alright, some more destruction ensues. Oh! Uh-oh. This is a bad combo. If it wasn't for my shield regenerating in time, I could have actually died. At least been in a very bad spot. Alright, Juggernaut. Time to get demolished. Oh. Gotta avoid that. Nice! There is a reroll. 2 rerolls, actually. Fortunately, these aren't the best. Obsession. And these also aren't the best. Actually, you know what? I might as well take regression, even if it doesn't do much here. There is a adrenal module, which is nice, I guess. Okay, there's Defiance. Then there's Rapid Fire. Uh-oh. Gotta back away. And I need to regenerate. I'm gonna take care of that. No, he dodged away in time. Ooh, that was close. Moral of the story, do not let those juggernauts lay down those mines, otherwise you will have a bad time. Right, let's keep my distance. That works. Alright, you know what? Let's take some burst fire. Oh god. Whew, close call. Wait, that's a surprise reroll. I like it. Right, improved thrusters. Hopefully I'll manage to obtain you, because I really do need a bit more mobility. Okay. I don't like that. There we go. Uh-oh. We now have this fella to deal with. Okay, that was very close. Glaucus's vortex almost got me. There it is. Improved thrusters. Save me! I didn't even see where those guys spawned in from. Oh, don't want that to happen. Okay, don't want to be hit by those hoops. There we go. Thank goodness I wasn't really caught in between those snappers. They have a tendency to ruin runs like that. Oh! Okay. Shit! I think I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. At least I got Juggernaut. So there's that. Whew! I surprisingly managed to make it to wave 400 with the Excalibeam build. Overall, it is a lot of fun and you should definitely try it. even if it isn't the most optimal build to get high scores. Because the power of having a big-ass lance is just too good to pass up. With that being said, my name is Excalibur Heavy Battlecruiser, and as always, may the forks be with you all.